My list very similar to yours because I think there are some traits that everyone looks for.
All right.
So for me, I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna make a disclaimer for what is the basis of my list.
Okay.
The basis is these are things that I did not find in my previous relationship. Previous
So,
relationship.
all of them, several of them, right?
Well, sure, yeah.
Or
It's,
just the
no,
last one? Because some people know
yeah,
the
I
last
know.
one.
No, let's just say it's basta anything from my previous relationships may not have had one or two or most of these things.
We're trying to blur the history.
Yeah, for the sake of not bad mouthing anyone. So
Sorry.
so definitely for me, love and kindness is important. That is very important. Just the innate kindness in the person, being just loving, naturally loving, and not just me, but being a loving person.
Okay.
Communication is so important for
Oh,
me.
they can talk.
Yeah, and listen.
Oh,
and
wow.
and be able to deal with the tough conversations. Most people can't deal with tough conversations.
So how do they answer? Basta. Okay lang.
Yeah.
Ayoko
I don't want to talk about it. Turn your back. I'm not in the mood to talk about it now. Let's not talk about it. May ganun di ba?
Grabe
Okay.
yung mood. Okay, sige.
Yeah, okay. So that respect, that's important.
That's right.
And believe it or not, there are a lot of relationships where one or the other does not respect their partner.
That happens. I've seen that.
It's more common than you think.
Really?
Yeah, and a lot of people don't even realize they're being disrespectful to their partner.
Oh, that's awful.
Yes. Well, it's subconscious. They don't realize you're doing it.
Awfully subconscious.
Yes, awfully subconscious. So there, respect. And then
Okay.
also for me, they have to have a healthy mindset. When I say a healthy mindset, I'm not talking about just the mind itself, but a healthy lifestyle, healthy living.
That's right.
I really don't think I could be with someone that smokes.
Oh, wow.
But then again, there's always a phase in smoking. I've seen people that used to smoke that stopped.
That's right.
So I've been in that phase. So I understand that there are phases. So maybe if somebody that I see that has that enough awareness to be able to move forward, that's also okay. All
Okay.
right. They have to want to work out. If they don't like working out, that's a problem. And I'll explain why. It's not just a vanity thing, but it's this. I want somebody who, because I take care of myself
Yes.
internally and externally.
That's fair.
And because I want to look good for myself and for
Fair.
my partner, whoever that may be. So I
Fair.
expect the same from my partner.
Fair.
And she has to want to do it on her own, not like because she's doing it just for me. I don't want that. I want that innately. It's in her that she likes to dress well. She likes to be dressed properly for whatever occasion there may be.
Fair.
And that's important. I think that's it. Those are my Was there anything else? I think that was it for me.
Did you not
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. I have to add the last one, yeah. The last one pala is I know I forgot that one that we talked about, the attraction. And when you talk about attraction, it's also the sexual compatibility.
Also or mostly?
Oh God, also or mostly.
You gotta answer my questions.
Is that
because I'm part of the
is-
show.
Can it be equally? Kasi if
I'll
you're
give you
not
that.
attracted, I don't know if I could be sexually compatible with somebody I'm not attracted to.
That's right.
So okay, so
Fair.
the attraction has to be as important as the sexual compatibility.
Sexual compatibility.
Yes.
That's almost mechanical, That's a mechanical thing, no?
It's a
Sorry.
rhythm. It's a rhythm.
Sige.
It's like a dance. There's something to it.
You can't just learn that or fabricate.
and a certain amount, certain tastes and preferences, right? And some things that I could go into a lot of detail, pero
That's another
are there
episode.
minors by any chance that are listening?
So there's 3 scenarios we were talking about having or seeing or meeting the right one. The first scenario is you've not met this person yet.
Yep.
You think you have not yet met this person. The next scenario is this person you already know as a friend, as an ex, as a colleague at work, that kind of thing. And you're now thinking if it's possible, or maybe you have a crush on this person and you think it's possible and you want to do something about it. The third one is, what is the third one again?
Is the one you're currently dating the right one?
Are you with your right
Right,
one?
because
Oh my
a lot
God.
of times, you may not be with the right one, yet you are so blinded by What is the one thing that blinds us?
Sex?
Love.
Love?
Love.
Why did I say sex?
Although sex can blind us too, by the way.
All right, temporarily.
Because I know a lot of people that because of sex, they're willing to forego all the other.
Serious?
Oh hell yeah! There are so many people that, and here's
So many?
men and women that will forego all the other qualities that they're looking for sex because it's so good. I've heard somebody say that.
It's so good.
I've heard somebody say that. Like say to me, it was so good that who cares? It didn't matter to her that he was actually a pretty shitty guy.
I understand.
And I was like, wow, damn, that good. I was like, holy cow.
Wow, wait a minute. Makes me want to think about my life. But I've seen the gamut and I'm still single. So I guess,
No, because that's not as important
Oh.
for you, or maybe it was just not. Maybe you're more cerebral about it. That's why I
Probably.
said they were blinded, because if they think about it more, they realize, oh nga, no, kahit na
parang
it's so
mahirap
good.
i-long term yun.
Yeah, of course. So, but the other one is love. When you're blinded by love,
Or your idea of love. It's not a loving relationship. It's just how you think of it.
well,
Parang one way, no? I mean, because people like me, we can make things up in our heads.
yeah. Oh, okay. So what happens is when you're in love, you will forego some of your needs and your wants and some of the things that you're looking for because you think this is the one, even if it's not fitting your idea of what the right one is. And I want to
I know.
clarify. I want to clarify this right one. So when you're looking for the right one, it is not about the perfect one. Okay, there is no perfect one. Clarify ko yan, ha?
Yeah.
It is about what's the right one for you, what fits you, and what your needs are.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brian, having said that, sige, for finding the right one that's not there yet,
How do you know?
how do you know?
I'm just worried about that.
Because
Kasi
you haven't met the person. How would you know?
there's a weird layer of technology about that because of dating apps and all these things and travel. Travel is cheaper and easier now. You think there's always this one person that you haven't met yet somewhere in the world that you can meet.
You think.
Yeah, which is probably true. There's probably a right one somewhere out there. Not the right one. A right
Right.
one. Several right ones around the world that you haven't met yet because you just haven't gone to that country. You haven't set your Tinder settings to global or whatever it is.
Assuming that you're doing the international dating scene, but I want to clarify that. Don't you think though that in terms of finding the right one, that culture plays a big factor in this?
That's a great next episode. The answer is yes, because you want to be able to. To me, the less things that we gotta figure out because we share them already, the more things we can build together. I'm into building.
Right.
I'm to efficiency. I don't want to have to read another manual.
So could it be possible that finding the right one should be or easier if it's just within your
Natural environment.
yes.
Yes, geographically natural environment.
Aha.
So I will say, if it's a person that you haven't met yet, pwede, pero there's a large chance kasi na you don't know them well enough. That's how I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when I became single in 2013, there was a phase that I thought that I could revisit certain people.
And when you went back, you realize,
Pwede, may mga
oh really? Pumapasa?
Actually, pwede to. Oo, kasi okay eh. Parang these are people who I knew as friends, but I had a boyfriend that time. So, and I think they're great people. I never saw them as, competitive. But when I was single, why don't I have dinner with this guy? This guy's nice. He calls me up. Why don't I have dinner with him? And I could,
Okay, that works. All right.
Yeah.
So
Because you already know these people.
so how do you go about it then? Finding the right one. We haven't really answered that question, have
First,
we?
you must let people know you're single.
Okay. But and could you do this through
Facebook lang yan, day lang yan.
how do you feel about like finding the right one through dating apps?
That's happened to me when I was younger. But like what I said, as I grew older, kasi when you're young, you look at for younger dates. If I meet someone young, I look at bankability or potential.
All right.
when I see someone my age or older, I check out for track record. Tama, di ba?
Yep. Yeah.
You're a better set with a good track record. There's more risks with bankability or potential.
Yes.
Because it's not yet proven,
Yes.
not yet happened,
Yep.
but could happen, but that might not. With track records happened already.
Yeah. Agree.
Diba? So mas maganda, diba?
Agree.
And those are the few benefits of being my age.
Right. So okay. So here's the thing for me. When it comes to finding the right one online and in person, I still believe the in person holds a lot more weight than online. Online, you're casting a wider net,
That's right.
which is great.
Workable.
Now, the good thing about this is that because you're casting a wider net, you're going to be able to go through more options. And in the search for more options, you're going to be able to identify what traits you like and what you don't like and what's compatible or not compatible with you as you start to narrow it down.
Good insight.
And the best way to narrow it down is a face-to-face meeting.
Yes, because you eventually have to see them.
Yes, but that's where the problem lies with the dating apps. Is primarily people are going through them without. Of course, you have to vet them at a certain point and
Yeah.
decide no. Pero when you've matched and you've already chatted, if it somehow fits, why don't you have a face-to-face meeting? Because that's the best way to know.
Yeah.
Instead of chatting endlessly online. I don't get that when people are like chatting endlessly online.
Maybe these are not real profiles.
That's why they're chatting endlessly and they refuse to meet up with you. It's such a hassle.
Or
But-
they won't give a Facebook profile.
oh yeah, there you go.
Because my Facebook profile is real.
Yeah. So so that's the problem. And you will never be able to really find the right one when you don't have that face-to-face meeting.
That's right.
I understand though for women especially, they might be a little bit more careful with just setting a meeting with a guy that they just met online.
That's right. That's fair.
But siguro naman most people have a good gauge of character that this person's safe and you're gonna meet in a public place anyway.
Sometimes I get surprised, but you're right.
No, but generally,
Yeah.
diba, as long as you're in a public place,
That's right.
then you're fine. And
Nagkape tayo.
yeah, and actually, I find coffee shops is the best way.
In Katipunan, yes.
Yeah, I like your plugging. Magkape tayo as you
Kape
hold down
tayo.
and you go.
UP Town Center in the middle of it. Anyways, please go ahead.
Yeah, so that's what I find is the best way to be able to find the right one, and
That you haven't met yet.
that you haven't met yet. Again, online it's just a little bit tougher because it's just your filter is basically just based on age, location, and gender. That's it.
Yeah.
Versus offline, which is in person, where you can find the right one by joining being at certain activities that you like,
That's right.
events,
That's right.
things that interest you. If you go to those things and there are people, you will more likely be able to find somebody you're compatible with based on certain interests.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that because, for example, me, I like watching MMA. It doesn't
Mixed
mean that
martial- you gotta tell them,
mixed martial arts, right?
Not multimedia.
Yeah, not multimedia arts and mixed martial arts. It doesn't necessarily mean that if I see a girl that's watching mixed martial arts that there's something there. But it's an interesting start point.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then you can do things together.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yep. So is it somebody that, kasi kanina I said compliments you, meaning having traits that you don't have. But in this case, these are looking for somebody that has common interests.
Yes. So you're saying that going to events for the same interests.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Or
works
going
naman.
to the same school. Shared experience.
Same school, okay. Okay, so it could be, that's why you're saying kanina, work, association.
Siblings of friends.
Okay. Those are always good, right?
Yeah, they just must know that you're single. You must give that vibe. Some people don't eh.
Ah,
They look
okay.
taken or they look not interested. You're not gonna get anything if you don't look, if you don't exude workable. Although I have that
Singlehood.
problem sometimes because some people think I'm taken and I'm not.